I don't want to set the world on fire.
Obviously, you already know that I'm gone. Maybe someday things will change and we can see each other again. I can't tell you why I left or where I'm going. You're an adult now. You're ready to be on your own. You're ready to be on your own. You're ready to be on your own.
Are my child. Come from way above to bring me
Remember, everything depends on you, and you alone.
Friends all over know I'm trying to forget about how much I care for you. It's all over, but the dreaming, poor little dreams that keep trying to come true.
I am so sorry, and my cam is like way up there. There we go. That's better. And Weaver, I'm sorry. I need to set that up. Blurb has to be on every scene, and I'm like in order for you to take it. It was loud. What's up, King? I don't know. Did you get your blurb? Because I think you've got a walk on too. I gave you one. And I guess I need to put a limiter on the vault door opening. But yes. There we go. All right, we are going to be jumping into Fallout. In fact, specifically, we're going to be playing A Tale of Two Wastelands. This is a modded Fallout New Vegas, where we are playing both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas on the same game. It's actually a pretty cool concept. And I'm sorry I was a little bit longer than the timer. Weaver puts on cool glasses. Nice. I'm sorry I was a little bit longer than the timer. I was adding a new channel point redeem. It just needs Steam to be open. And then where is... It's still in my downloads. It would be really smart to put that on my desktop, wouldn't it? Nice. Okay. Now, we are recording. I do plan on putting this up on YouTube. This is the beginning. So I started this up last week. But the VOD did not. I thought that was already said. The VOD actually got cut out. Twitch cut out the audio to Fallout. So I'm gonna try to record it, and then I'm gonna put it up on YouTube. Hopefully everything goes good. Okay. So very first thing, actually, before we start the game, one of the things is we are seeing if the vaults are inspired by the Psalms. So, considering the fact that we're starting again, and we will be starting in the capital wasteland, Vault 101, I want to read Psalm 101. Okay. Psalm 101, a song of David. I will sing of your love and justice. To you, Lord, I will sing praise. I will be careful to lead a blameless life. When will you come to me? And we are reading a New International Version. I will conduct the affairs of my house with a blameless heart. I will not look with approval on anything that is vile. I hate what faithless people do. I will have no part of it. The perverse of heart shall be far from me. I will have nothing to do with what is evil. Whoever slanders their neighbor in secret, I will put to silence. Whoever has haughty eyes and a proud heart, I will not tolerate. My eyes will be on the faithful in the land, that they may dwell with me. The one whose walk is blameless will minister to me. No one who practices deceit will dwell in my house. No one who speaks falsely will stand in my presence. Every morning I will put to silence all the wicked in the land, and I will cut off every evildoer from the city of the Lord. I'd like to know when this psalm was actually wrote and the timeline of David. He's very... It comes across as almost very judgmental. I can see why he's saying that, especially in certain aspects in his life. But it's very, very harsh. Will not look with approval on anything that is vile. Yeah. The idea of whoever slanders their neighbor in secret, I will put to silence. Okay, that's a little tyrannical. Whoever has haughty eyes and a proud heart, I will not tolerate. Now, while these are really good things to do, like haughty eyes and a proud heart, some of those exist in the church. But yes, it's very strict. So now, the question is there anything in Vault 101, I kind of have a little bit of spoiler because I played it last week, but the question is, does Psalm 101 inspire Vault 101? Let's jump into game and let's find out. Oh yeah, I gotta pull... I forgot about that. Alt tab. Let's go into Steam. And where are you, Borderless Gaming? Okay. Nope. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to pull out the Control-Alt-Delete hammer. It's something about the way that Fallout New Vegas handles the window, and the way that the earlier Fallout games actually did DirectX 3D. It does not like being alt tabbed, and that's really, really difficult as a streamer because especially when I'm streaming on one computer. Now it is possible that maybe later on down the line I may be able to invest into a second system, that I'd be able to control stream, and then gaming computer is just easy, but that is not in the budget right now. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? There we go. Borderless gaming's working. Alright, we're going to start, as I said, we're going to start a new game. Oh, actually, yeah, good. If you would, Reba, type in exclamation point train start. I need to turn on the light. I mean, we could change it to Choo Choo if you want to, King. I honestly don't even know if you guys are going to hear the train, because I did some editing on the mic. Like, I put a couple filters, and I actually think it sounds really good. There we go.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart.
Fatality.
In my heart I have but one desire.
Is the game sound coming through? You should be hearing a song.
That one is you. No other will do.
Okay.
I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. I just want to be the one you love.
This is a really good song, too.
And with your admission that you feel the same, I'll have reached the goal I'm dreaming of. Believe
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. That's actually a really good one for a stream. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. And this is really loud. War never changes.
War never changes. Since the dawn of humankind, when our ancestors first discovered the killing power of rock and bone, blood has been spilled in the name of everything from God to justice to simple psychotic rage. In the year 2077, after millennia of armed conflict, the destructive nature of man could sustain itself no longer. the world was plunged into an abyss of nuclear fire and radiation. But it was not, as some had predicted, the end of the world. Instead, the apocalypse was simply the prologue to another bloody chapter of human history. For man had succeeded in destroying the world, but war never changes. In the early days, thousands were spared the horrors of the Holocaust by taking refuge in enormous underground shelters known as vaults. But when they emerged, they had only the hell of the wastes to greet them. All except
58%
those in
crazy.
Vault 101.
That's not too bad.
For on that fateful day, when fire rained from the sky, the giant steel door of Vault 101 slid closed and never reopened.
Or so they
It
say.
was here you were born. It is here you will die. Because in Vault 101, no one ever enters, and no one ever leaves.
That's actually not that bad. Only 1,526 brain cells. Weaver's only 33% crazy. Wait, here we go. It's a miracle of birth. But Weaver has lost over 5,000 brain cells today. What have you been doing, Weaver?
Let's see. Are you a boy or a girl?
Well... It seems that my wife was the craziest person in chat today. Alright, well, this is not really hard to figure out. I think I'm a boy.
It's a boy. A boy. We've got a son, Catherine. A beautiful, healthy baby boy.
Oh, James. We did it. A son. Our beautiful son.
You've got a bright future ahead of you, son. I'm sure of it. Look at you. Look at you. Hi there. I'm your daddy, little guy. Daddy. You're going to need a name, aren't you? Your mother and I have been talking. What do you think about...
Alright. Should we do Donnie? Because my other one is Donnie Dreams. I think we'll just do this one, Donnie.
That's a good name, don't you think? Fits you perfectly.
See, it
Looks
fits
like
me
they've
perfectly.
finished the gene projection. Let's see what you'll look like when you're all grown up.
Don. Yeah, well, that's what I call people normally. King Don? No, King. The last stream was I'm probably not going to be king. Okay, we'll go male, Caucasian. There's a preset that I chose. I think it might have been that guy. And that seems to be close. Sometimes it's character creation is a pain sometimes. Especially when you're trying to get it to look like a certain person. This is jaw. I don't want. I was wanting to go cheeks. Cheeks up. Make them a little bit more shallow. One Piece is getting interesting. You said that you were in the Water 7 arc. Bring down. I actually I kind of have beady eyes. They're kind of together. And Frankie is not Frankie. Yeah, it's like the Frankie is the leader of, like, he's got people that he like takes care of. I'm sorry, it is not One Piece, it's
One Piece.
One Piece. Let's see here. Whoa, no. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna like, okay, this guy's good enough. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's good enough. It's kind of like me. He's pretty ugly. Or he's pretty ugly. There we go. And done. Yes, this will be my character.
You're going to look a lot like your dad. See that, Catherine?
Oh, very strapping.
It's a big world out there, son.
The One Piece is real.
People. What about you? What?
Okay, now we get to pick our traits. Last time we did skilled and four eyes.
You're just
James?
Catherine?
Uh-oh, what's going on?
James?
She's in
Something's-
cardiac arrest. Start compression. Get the
Something's-
baby out of here. Move! Move! 1,000. 1,000. Come on. Hang on, Catherine. Hang on.
We need a doctor, not a deadbeat.
1 year later.
Don't look straight into the light, pal. You'll hurt your eyes. It's just something you get used to down here. Come on over here, son. Come on. Walk to Daddy. Just a little further. You can do it. There you go. My goodness, just a year old and already walking like a pro. Your mother would have been so proud. Listen, kiddo, I know you don't like it when Daddy leaves you alone, but I need you to take care of yourself for a minute. You just stay here while Daddy runs to his office. You'll be okay, pal. I'll be back in a bit.
Oh, please don't mess up. Yes, I am a baby. It's weird that you picked it up. Like, it picked it up when, the... I love Donnie Thornberry. Let's try application audio. We will call this Fallout. As I said, it should have been coming out. Well, there we go. Should be good now. Now I've got to go back. Now I'm curious how it was picking up the song earlier. If I have to, I will dub it in. Alright.
Okay, pal. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay. Now, beautiful, like one of the beautiful things about this game is, well, it does kind of use its own lore of why it was here. But Revelations 21:6. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst the fountain of the water of life freely. Well, I started over, and we are starting over, because there was an issue with the VOD and getting everything changed out and like trying to post it to YouTube. So what I'm planning on doing is we are recording for YouTube. This is going to be 2 episodes, not 1. Just it's going to be 2. Split it in half. I'll probably end up going. I will probably end up taking a break, like an intermission, once we get through the first few years, and then when we get to the mission where we're actually breaking out of the vault, I'm going to take a quick intermission, and then we'll finish out the episode. And that way I'll be able to have something that I can easily edit for YouTube. I wanted to pull up, if my phone will actually pull it for me, I wanted to pull up Revelation 21 and look at it in context. Now, it does end up playing a very large part in the whole game. This verse, I'm not going to talk anything, and I'm not going to give away anything because spoilers. But it's interesting that they use Revelation 20 in this verse, especially considering the fact that it is a post-apocalyptic game. And Revelation 20 is actually the last book of the Bible. Now, it talks about Satan being bound for 1,000 years. So if we go with the concept that the nuclear bomb was the apocalypse, then this is in that 1,000-year period. 21:6. So during this 1,000-year period, the idea is that the saints are going to reign with Christ for 1,000 years. It says, "And I saw thrones, and they sat on them, and the judgment was committed to them. And then I saw the souls of those who had been beheaded for their witness to Jesus, for the word of God, who had not worshipped the beast or his image, and had not received his mark on their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Christ for 1,000 years. But the rest of the dead did not live again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection. Blessed and holy is he who is part of the first resurrection. Over such..." Oh, this Revelation 21:6. I'm in Revelations 20. Well, actually, we'll get to it because this is a good one. So the ones that have had not received the mark on their hands or foreheads. They actually reigned with Christ for 1,000 years, and this is the first resurrection. And blessed and holy is he who is part of the first resurrection. Over such the second death has no power, but they shall be priests of God in Christ, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. Now, when the 1,000 years have expired, Satan will be released from his prison. He will go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, whose number is as the sand of the sea. They went up on the breadth of the earth and surrounded the camp of the saints and the beloved city, and fire came down from God out of heaven and devoured them. The devil who deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and they will be tormented day and night forever and ever. Then I saw a great white throne, and him who sat on it, from whose face and the earth and heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, standing before God. And books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged according to their works, by the things which were written into the books. The sea gave up the dead who were in it. Death and Hades delivered up the dead who were in them, and they were judged, each one according to his works. Then death and Hades were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death, and anyone was not found written in the book of life were cast into the lake of fire. Revelations 21. Now I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away. Also there was no more sea. Then I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people. God himself will be with them and be their God, and God will wipe every tear from their eye. There shall be no more death, no more sorrow, no crying, nor crying. There shall be no more pain, for the former things have passed away. Then he who sat on the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said to me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. And he said, It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give of the fountain of water of life freely to him who thirsts. He who overcomes shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But the cowardly, unbelieving, abominable, murderers, sexually immoral, sorcerers, idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burns with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Now it goes on to talk about New Jerusalem, and I'm going to point out this is a really good one, or this is a really good little tidbit to know. The gems that are actually in the walls of New Jerusalem. So there is isometric and asymmetric gems that under pure light, and we found this with lasers, under pure light, isometric gem, I think I'm saying it right, isometric gems are black. They look like nothing. They look like coal. And this is stuff like emeralds, diamonds, the things that we think are really, really pretty. In pure light, they are nothing but bits of coal. But asymmetric gems turn into a massive kaleidoscope of colors. And it's interesting. John was on the Isle of Patmos penning this nearly 2,000 years ago. And every single gem that he actually said was going to be in New Jerusalem is an asymmetric gem, which in pure light, which is what God would radiate, pure light are just that much more beautiful. And we are just now finding this out today when we've managed to make pure light in the form of lasers. So interesting little fact. But I wanted to go over Revelations because it is in the game. Okay. Let's get back to it. I digress. Alright, we need to look at your special book. Okay, first I am going to go back. I am going to take down the luck. I always turn luck into a dump stat, and that's probably not the best thing in a Fallout game, but it gives me a few extra points that I can put in other stuff. So we want to increase intelligence. Bring agility up to 6. Oh! I didn't even know that that was still pointing to Vintage Story. I need to edit that command. I haven't played Vintage Story in a while. And I also need to change the rest of the day. Alright. We'll put 6. Bring perception up to 6. Endurance is 5. Or endurance is fine at 5. Bring up charisma to 6. We'll do that. There we go. I don't know if that's good or not, but we're going to go with that. Alright. I wonder if I can just turn on my controller and play with the controller. Okay.
You are quite the little explorer, aren't
I
you?
am?
So,
oh, I want controller.
was me right for trying to pin you in. Come on over here. I want to show you something.
We were just
See
looking
that?
at that.
It was your mother's favorite passage. It's from the Bible. Revelation 21:6. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. She always loved that. All right, come on. Let's go see if your little friend Amada wants to play.
You know what's interesting? They have the period there from where it says it is done, but they don't have that. I wanted to try to turn on the controller. There we go. Alright, follow Dad. I think I just said Baba.
These experiments are wasted.
The experiment.
9 years later.
Surprise!
Stanley, you turned the lights on too fast. You blinded the poor kid.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Can you believe it? He is growing up so fast.
Happy birthday, pal. I can't believe you're already 10. I'm so proud of you. If only your
Congratulations, young man. I don't have to tell you how special this day is, do I? Down here in Vault 101, when you turn 10, well, you're ready to take on your first official Vault responsibilities. So here you are. As Overseer, I hereby present to you your very own Pip-Boy 3000.
Yay, I get a Pip-Boy.
Get used to it. You'll be getting your first work assignment tomorrow.
Enjoy your party.
He seems to be
You're only
really
10
happy
once,
about that.
so
work
have
assignment.
fun.
Nice party.
You think so?
Nice party.
Yes, thank you.
Happy birthday! We really surprised you, didn't we?
Considering the fact
Your
that the
dad was
last thing I
afraid you
knew
were
was
onto us.
9 years ago,
But I told him not to worry. You're so easy to fool.
you didn't fool me. I just pretended not to know.
You're such a liar.
No.
Okay, if you're so smart, what did I get you for your birthday?
A date with Christine Kendall. No, I really have no idea.
Ha! I knew I'd surprise you. Who's your favorite barbarian? That's right, Grognak. Issue 14. And with no missing pages. I found this in a box of my father's old things. Believe it or not. Imagine him reading comic books. I guess everybody was 10 once. Well, I better let you get back to mingling with your guests. We'll talk later, okay? Happy birthday.
No, it's just like...
Happy birthday!
I'm just playing a part of a 10-year-old boy. Like, something like that. See, I don't like the fact that they only give you a certain amount of choices. It's like, try to guess what I got you for your birthday. It's like, I literally had one guess, and that was that. So, but I can't really say much, because Fallout 4, they just limit you to 4 choices in every conversation, so...
Happy birthday!
Hey, Vault 101 Security, here to help. Achieve perfection. Exercise regularly. Cleanliness is godliness. America lives on in you. Seek the sunshine of friendship. We are all in this together. Hard work is happy work. Have you taken your medication today? The outside world can never hurt you. Oh, this one is procreation is your civic duty. Thank you, Overseer. Safety first. Huh. So yeah, that's just on like a rolling board. Alright, I guess we gotta talk to people.
I hope you appreciate the effort Amata put into this party. She really seems to like you, for some reason.
I mean, I am kind of a charming guy.
Don't presume too much on her friendship, young man. I'm still the Overseer, and I'm still in charge of this vault and everyone in it.
Oh wow, he got mad.
Nice party.
Nice party. Happy birthday!
Yay.
Hey, thanks for inviting me. Really cool party and everything. I know that, Butch and I give you a hard time, but you don't take that seriously, right? Anyway, happy birthday and everything. I better get back to, you know.
What, are you two best friends now? Hey, Wally, I think Paul's gone soft on us.
Yeah, Paul. Why don't you introduce us to your new best friend?
Who do you mean, Dorkface here? Happy birthday, Dorkface.
His tone changes when he's actually, like, talking to his friends.
Attention,
he was
everyone!
kind of respectful to us.
Time to cut the cake!
Andy, wait!
Okay, he literally just obliterated it.
No.
I am mortified about the cake mishap. Simply mortified.
Like, he absolutely obliterated it. It is gone.
So,
Daddy,
what do you think we should
told
call our
you not
gang?
to act
It's gotta
all
be totally
official.
killer, though.
I know you were joking,
Hey, how about
but
the
I'm
Vault
not sure
Lord?
any...
This party's pretty good, I guess. For a little kid. Balloons, party hats. Not as cool as my party, though. Remember how my dad got Andy to do magic tricks? And we all played Hunt the Mutant in the atrium? Oh, right.
Yep.
You weren't invited to my party. Too bad, man. It was really fun.
One else did.
Who wants to go around all day being
People
called
always
a
enjoy
Vault
my
Lord?
little speeches.
Nice
Besides,
party,
that friend of yours
butthead.
could use
Now
a
get
reminder
lost
that
before I
life
have
is
to
not
make you
all
cry.
fun and games.
Yeah.
Just remember.
Party,
Super
you know,
cool, right?
Fun.
That's a lot of noise.
You should try it sometime, Daddy.
Gang, you
might
or me?
like it.
No way.
Happy birthday.
Okay.
Are you having a nice party? 10 years old. My. Seems like only yesterday that your daddy came. Goodness, listen to me ramble. You're waiting for your present, aren't you?
You didn't have to bring me a present.
Fiddlesticks. What 10-year-old doesn't like presents? I was 10 once, believe it or not. My goodness, the vault was practically crowded back then. Not like today. So few young people now. But here I am rambling on again, and you listening so politely. Here you go, a nice sweet roll that I baked for you just this morning. And it's all for you. No sharing required today.
Enjoying
Yeah,
yourself?
it's a sweet roll.
Do you think we surprised him?
We got one.
I'm sure of it.
I do want to do one thing.
Never
really
suspected
quick.
a thing. Now go on and enjoy yourself.
Ready? There we go. I had to click. I want to put a limiter on the game so that the game doesn't get too loud.
Thanks for coming, Stanley. I know you were busy with the water purifier. Everything's fine, I hope.
Okay,
I'm
that's
hungry,
perfect.
and that stupid robot destroyed the cake. Give me that sweet roll you got from old lady Palmer.
Here, how about we share it? Half for me, half for you. That's fair, right?
How about we share it? What are you, 5? Give me that sweet roll, I'm gonna pound you.
Sure. Spit on the sweet roll and give it to him.
I don't want your nerd cooties. You're gonna be sorry you did that. We'll see how tough you are later when the grown-ups aren't around.
Oh, sure, nothing to worry about. Me and Andy got her all fixed up again last night, good as new.
I wasn't worried. You can fix anything, right? Anyway, I'm glad you
All
could
right,
make
baby.
it.
Thank you for staying away, or staying as long as you have. I appreciate it.
Butch is such an idiot. Just ignore him.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not scared of him.
I know. He thinks he's so tough. One of these days, we'll figure out a way to get him back, okay? How are you enjoying the party, Mrs. Palmer? I help with the decorations, you know.
I think I've talked to everybody.
Show us how smart you are, Wally.
That's
Enjoying yourself?
Tell
lovely.
ourselves.
You did such a
Happy
splendid
birthday,
job.
Sonny.
Why don't you suggest something?
Oh, never mind. I can't believe my
birthday,
mom made
Gomez.
me come to
I'm
this
glad you
stupid
could make
party.
I'm glad. How do you like that Pip-Boy, son? Fit all right and everything?
It's really cool. Did you fix it?
As a matter of fact, I did. I'm glad you like it. Some may think the A series is a bit basic, but I've always preferred them for their reliability.
Kids, live phone, live. She can just plug it in. Thanks, Stanley.
Don't mention it. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Happy birthday. Not much, but I hope you like it. Glad to be here. I think it's important to
Oh, I
keep in
got
touch
a
with
baseball cap. If I don't actually read this, I will lose it. So, you ever play this game, make sure you get that
the
Grognak
young people,
comic
you
book.
know, as part of my job. Plus, well, I like parties.
Sure thing, Officer Gomez.
Having a
Well,
good time? It wasn't easy keeping
Stevie.
this a secret.
Great party,
Now
huh?
go on. I'm sure
Hey,
everyone
Amada.
else would like a chance to talk
Thanks
to the
for
birthday
inviting
boy.
me.
I've already talked to
How
everybody.
much longer is it going to go? I
Listen,
got some
once
homework.
you're finished being a good host,
What should we call
there's something I want to
I
show.
don't know.
Jonas?
Here's
I
one.
think it's just starting.
Wally and the big cheese.
We're all
Can't
set
you
down
just
here.
stay
That's
for a
you,
bit?
Butch. The
It'd be
big
lots of
cheese.
fun.
I'll
I
send him
promise.
right down.
Nice.
Hey, that was Jonas on the intercom. He and I have been cooking up a little surprise present. Jonas is waiting for you downstairs on the reactor level. Go ahead. I don't think anyone will mind if you slip out for a few minutes.
Hey, you
Try,
having a nice
but shouldn't
time?
it be the big cheese and Wally? And why do you always have to get your name in there? Hey, Paul, your hobby's open. Whoa, that's your hobby?
Oh, I can't go that
Now
way.
quick, give me an idea for...
Happy birthday, dearie. My goodness, I hope I didn't miss the party.
Yeah, my dad and Amada threw a great party, didn't they?
They sure did. My. 10 years old already? Why, I can remember helping your dad change your diapers. And now look at you, a great big grown-up 10-year-old with your very own Pip-Boy. Since this was such a special occasion, do you know what I did? I wrote you a poem, just for you. I hope you like it.
Thank you. I will treasure it always. Is that all?
Of course. Run along now, dearie, and have yourself a wonderful birthday.
what to name our gang.
It's kind of like, you know, when you get the card, you open up the card, you're expecting there to be at least a 5.
One person who's not going to be in it.
There's nothing.
Just
Thank
kidding,
you for
Paul.
coming, Miss
No, I
Beatrice.
wasn't. Yes,
I
I
hope
was.
you're having a nice
Psych.
time.
But,
Oh
but,
my goodness. I
but
wouldn't have missed it for the
it's
world.
the thought that counts.
That dear boy is like a son to me.
Go on. Jonas is waiting for you downstairs.
Alright, let me see what this, Oh, okay, here we go, missed. It's under the miscellaneous. This is a birthday poem. Less words, more presidents. So this is the poem that I got. Now, my question is, why give this to a 10-year-old? Gray walls, impenetrable still. Suffocation, condemnation. Little hands groping in subterranean uncertainty. Mommy? Daddy? Am I dead? Nay, nay, reborn into purifying fluorescence. A face emerges, strong and male. Father to me, Father to all. Overseeing our lives, our eternities. Harshness of discipline. Harshness of love. Obedience, my Savior. And I want you to think about what we read in Psalms 101 as I'm reading this. Larva to pupa, pupa to worker, buzz, buzz, one with the steel honeycomb. 10 lies within the 101, significant at last, till gray seeps from walls to hair to soul, then eternal slumber, the sweet sleep of incineration. Like, do you want the kid to be depressed? Really? Why would you hand him a poem like this? Now, I kind of see where it's going, you know, because in a situation like this, it's going to be the daily routine that is going to keep you insane. There is no going outside. There is no doing this. There is no doing that. There's limited amounts of things that you can do. So, yes, a daily routine is going to keep you from going nuts. But this is dark. Alright. We are going down to the reactor level to meet with Jonas.
Enjoy the party, sir?
What are you doing down here, young man? I thought kids weren't allowed down on the reactor level.
I'm not a kid. I'm 10 years old.
You sure are. Pip-Boy and everything. Look at that. If you can wait just one more minute, I think your dad will want to give you the surprise himself.
Showed up because Amata's friends with the brat. Give them a few more minutes, and then I want that place cleaned up and everybody back to work.
Sure thing, sir.
Are you ready for your surprise?
What kind of surprise?
The Overseer gave you your Pip-Boy, and you're old enough to do some work, so I figure you're old enough for this. Your own BB gun. It's a little old, but it should work perfectly. Jonas found it down here. It was in pretty rough shape. Took us a good 3 months to find the parts to get it working again. You know how tough it is to find a spring that small? Good thing Butch misplaced that switchblade of his. So, what do you think? Want to give it a try?
Here? We can't shoot a gun here.
We sure can't. unless we want the Overseer beating down our door. Jonas and I have found a place, though. Come on.
Oh, cool. I can go into third person. So this is what I look like in third person. This is me as a little kid.
Well, what do you think? You can come down here and shoot anytime you want.
Expected wilder hair. You should see my son. Okay, gotcha. You know what? I'm gonna have to do it now. I'm gonna have to get a Donnie Thornberry wig. This is so great. Thanks.
Couldn't have done it without Jonas's help. You make sure to thank him. Careful, it's a rad roach. Think you can take care of that with your BB gun? Just aim and shoot. You'll be fine.
This is a big bug.
Good work. That's one less rat roach to deal with. Let's get a picture together. Capture the moment. Hey, Jonas, get a picture of me with the big game hunter.
Smile.
And flash.
Different parts.
6 years later. So we are 16 now.
I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. As far as I can tell, you're a perfectly healthy 16-year-old boy. So yes, you have to go to class to take your GOAT exam. Go on now. You've got a GOAT to take.
I've got a GOAT to take. Anything I should know about the GOAT?
The Generalized Occupational Aptitude Test. GOAT. Everyone here in the Vault takes it when they're 16. Helps to figure out what sort of a job you'll have here in Vault 101 when you get a bit older. So, pay attention and try not to fall asleep. You know what the Overseer says? We're born in the Vault, we die in the Vault. Each is tested to determine their abilities, that they may work for the betterment of all Vault residents. Huh. Sound familiar?
If you say so.
Hey, it's not my call. Those are the rules. You're 16 now, so this year you take the GOAT. Come on, it's not so bad. Everyone has to take it. You'll do just fine.
Is it true? Was everybody born on the boat?
That's what the Overseer says, isn't it? He's not about to let anyone else in, so I guess that's how it'll have to be. You're here now, and it's a hell of a lot better than being up there. All your mother and I ever wanted was for you to be safe, and you're safe here.
But do we have to die? Can't we ever leave?
That's not the way it works, and it won't do to go around asking questions like that, especially not around the Overseer. I want to tell you something now. It's important, so listen closely. This place, this vault, it's not perfect, I know, but it is your home. You're safe here. Stay on the Overseer's good side, and you always will be. You understand? You need to appreciate all you have, because what's up there on the outside, that's not the life I want for you. And it's not what your mother wanted for you either.
Can we talk about, Mom?
Your mother, she was beautiful. But beyond the beauty you've seen. There's just so much those old photos can never show. And she was passionate. About life, about love. But most of all, she was passionate about you. When she became pregnant, it was the happiest I had ever seen her. She had great things in mind for you. And so, time for you to stop stalling and get to class. Please, son, please, take these achievement tests seriously. The last thing I need is your mother's ghost haunting me because her only child became a garbage burner.
Alright, bye.
Take care, son. Now get out of here, and good luck.
Ooh, a bobblehead.
Good morning. Stopped in to see the old man before class, eh?
Yes.
You better stay away. I don't
Morning,
want you
Jonas.
to catch what I've got.
Morning, Doc. How's things?
Get out of my
Alright.
way, you stupid tunnel snakes!
I was just going over them.
I can show you.
Garbage burners can be a respectable career. Yeah,
God,
it can.
Butch, why don't you just
No
leave
problem.
me
I'll
alone?
have my report ready this
What are you show it to her, Butch.
Amata?
Sounds
Go
good.
run and
Get
tell your
away
daddy
from
on
me!
Any changes?
Hey, look, it's Smart Mouth. Afraid
Look at
I
this,
ain't got
Butch,
time
I'll
for your
run up.
fancy words right now. So beat it.
So what's going on here?
None of your business, kid. Get out of here before you get hurt. If you mess with the tunnel snakes, you're asking for it. Got me?
Well, if you keep messing with her, the overseer is going to come down on your gang.
Like I'm gonna listen to a little shrimp like you. Get lost, Poindexter.
How about this? Leave her alone or you'll answer to me.
And who are you? Her boyfriend? Ha! Keep talking like that, boy, and we'll send you back to your daddy with a few broken bones for him to fix.
That's it, Butch. You and me, right now.
You've got to be kidding me. Come on, tunnel snakes. This twerp needs another lesson.
Watch out!
Stop it! Leave
Oh,
him alone!
Tough guy, huh?
Not enough yet!
Teach him another one. Hit him again.
Stop it!
Blood?
This isn't solving anything!
Hi, Stanley.
Blood!
Sorry to keep you
Ah!
waiting. What seems
Stop
to be the
it!
trouble today?
I've got this headache.
Come on.
Just won't go. Hit him again!
Stop it!
Hey, Susie, what's new?
It's the blood. I think.
This isn't solving anything!
Blood?
Last time we actually managed to
Didn't you just get
talk our way out of
This
this.
isn't solving anything!
Had enough yet? Like that.
Sure did.
Give him another one.
Take long.
So
This isn't
old.
solving
Grandma had
anything!
trouble with it when he was my age.
Tunnel snakes rule. Well, I hope
This isn't solving anything!
Nice one, Butch.
Say, you want to
Come on.
grab some lunch later?
Please,
Hit him again!
stop
Sure
fighting!
How about we head down to the diner after class?
Please, stop
Good luck on the
fighting!
go.
Come on, tunnel snakes. You'll get yours isn't worth our time. Spat. Is that really
you
say?
say?
Language.
You're the boss. Tunnel snakes rule. It's gonna be fun
Fine,
paying
let's
you
go.
back for that.
Oh, you just walk off. I guess they're little punks.
Well, you made it. All set for the goat? Trust me, it really isn't that bad. Just something everybody has to go through.
Alright, yeah. I'm ready. I bet I'll ace it.
I'm sure you will, especially since it's multiple choice with no wrong answers. We'll start as soon as everyone's found a seat. Good luck.
I guess I'll sit here. Let me wipe the right.
Go ahead, take a seat so we
Now,
can start.
Personally, I prefer to talk my way out of situations
Well,
like that.
now that everyone has
But,
managed
I mean,
to find the classroom,
if somebody's talking to you like that,
no
you're
talking,
trying to be
and
nice,
keep your eyes to yourself.
and they just continue and continue and continue.
Yes,
like,
I'm talking to you, Mr.
it really would have
Deloria.
been better to just
Sure
walk
thing,
away.
Mr. Brotch.
Unless anyone else has an insightful comment, let's get started. Question 1. A frenzied vault
Do as I
scientist
say,
runs
not
up
as
to
I
you
do.
and yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
You are approached by a frenzied vault scientist who yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonator chamber." What's your response? Say nothing, but grab a nearby pipe and hit the scientist in the head to knock him out. For all you knew, he was planning on blowing up the vault.
Question 2. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection in his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate, but the doctor has stepped out for a while. What do you do?
So while working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection in his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate, but the doctor has stepped out for a while. What do you do? Amputate the foot before the infection spreads.
You discover a young boy lost in the lower levels of the vault. He's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do you do?
You discover a young boy lost in the lower levels of the vault. He's hungry, frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. Well, we're going to lead the boy to safety. And then we're going to bring him to attention of the overseer for the stolen property.
Question 4. Congratulations. You've made one of the Vault 101 baseball teams. Which position do you prefer?
Designated hitter.
Question 5. Your grandmother invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill another vault resident. What do you do?
I think Granny's gone a little senile. So I'm probably going to go with that. I'm going to see if she has some cyanide. That way I can not do anything.
Question 6. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again, and you've been ordered to get him out. How do you proceed?
Well, that's easy. Just use a bobby pin to pick lock the door.
Question 7. Oh no, you've been exposed to radiation, and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the best course of treatment?
I don't know. I could use an extra hand. I could use an extra hand. But we will go with prayer.
Question 8. A fellow Vault 101 resident is in possession of a Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue number 1. You want it. What's the best way to obtain it?
Trade the comic book for one of your own valuable possessions.
Question 9. You decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one is looking and...
Okay, we're playing a prank on Dad. Are we going to loosen the bolts on some pipes so that the restroom will flood? Put a firecracker in the toilet. That's a classic. Break into the locked medicine cabinet and replace his high blood pressure medication with sugar pills. That could be bad. Or manipulate the power wattage on his razor so he will get an electric shock the next time he shaves. We're going to go to the classic. Let's put a firecracker in the toilet. What do y'all think? Yeah, let's go this one.
Question 10. Who is indisputably the most important person in Vault 101?
I like the buzzer one,
shelters
too.
us from the harshness of the atomic wasteland, and to whom we owe everything we have, including our lives.
Oh, wow. Who is indisputably the most important person? And I hear a train. I don't know if you guys are hearing it. If you hear it, put train in the chat. Who is indisputably the most important person in the Vault 101? Number 3, my lord.
That's
Number 3, my lord.
That's it. Infamous goat. I'm sure most of you didn't find it so bad. Others, well, there are always openings in the maintenance department. Don't forget to hand in your test before you leave. You don't want to know what happens to people who fail the goat. You can have the rest of the day off to celebrate or to pray, as the situation warrants.
It's like, why does he say maintenance department like it's a bad thing? Like,
God, that's over.
The maintenance department is what keeps this thing running. You do realize that, right?
Huh. I wonder who will be brave enough to be your first customer as the Vault's new tattoo artist. I promise it won't be me.
Wow, that's what I've always wanted to be. My dreams are finally coming true.
Yes, it's refreshing to see such, youthful enthusiasm. Good to know that the goat occasionally gets it right. You know what they say about monkeys and typewriters. Well, I'm glad things turned out so well for you. I hope your classmates find their results half as satisfying.
Yeah, we can actually change, but, barter's a good one. Lockpick is a good one. We're going to change that to repair, though. Because that is going to... That's going to come in massive handy. Because we can repair weapons and stuff like that.
Back
There you
off!
are, Mr. Brotch. I hope I did okay.
Nothing for you to worry about, Miss Almodovar. Let's see. Very well. Freddy, it's multiple choice. You can't really still be thinking about it.
A little bit of, there's some of the scripts that are a little buggy. Alright. I guess we are just going to look at the blood spatter from our little fight.
I'll see you tomorrow, bright.
Oh, whoa. Time skip. So we were 16, now we are 19 years old.
Wake up! Come on, wake up!
I'm not going to be around to hold your hand forever.
Come on! You've got to wake up!
Alright. I said we were going to go. It's only disturbing when there are several conversations going at once. Yes. Yeah. It is a one-player game, so the concept is that the different conversations are supposed to make the world feel alive to the player. I might actually be able to turn down general voice. It's what we might do if you think that might at least help the situation. Okay. Never mind. I can't turn down general voice anyway. Yes, it is going to be break time. I'm about out of tea anyway. So, one of the things I want to do, because as I said, this is going to be a two-part episode on YouTube. We're going to go ahead and jump into the devotional really quick. and we are going to record the devotional, or I'm going to get the devotional, and then we will get the devotional on the other one. I do need to change the verse of the day, though. I want to say our verse is, yes, Isaiah 55. Am I spelling that right? I don't think I am. Okay. And I need to... I always forget to change the stream elements for the verse of the day. So I've been doing some stuff. Normally, it's like when I come home, it's shower, dinner, and then I'll do like a few things to support a couple of my fellow streamers. I actually made an emote for Jake. Oh, yay. It's Isaiah, so it's in poetry form, and now if I want the stream elements bot, I got to do editing. All right. And let's pull, well, we can't really do that because I haven't gotten a message back from InTouch or saying that I can actually share their devotion on stream. So I'm going to do what I ended up doing yesterday. I am going to read it through, and I'm going to try to wing it. I try to. Okay, so Isaiah 55, 1 through 3 says, "Come, all you who are thirsty, come to the waters, and you who have no money, come buy and eat. Come buy wine and milk without money and without cost. Why spend money on what is not bread, and your labor on what does not satisfy? Listen to me and eat what is good, and you will delight in the riches of the fair." So it's actually really interesting because we were reading, this needs a dark mode and to be zoomed in. Alright, so it's actually kind of interesting. We were in Revelations, and I always put the S on there. We were in Revelation, and we were reading in Revelation the Revelations 21:6. I just read it. Yes. Revelations 21:6, and he said to me, "It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give of the fountain of the water of life freely to him who thirsts." And here we got in Isaiah 55, it says, "Come, all you who are thirsty." The waters of life is salvation. Jesus at the woman of the well, he was talking to the woman of the well. He says, the water that you get from that well, you will become thirsty again. But the water that I give you, you will never thirst again. The relationship with Christ, the faith and the salvation, and that is the water of life. If we take a cup and we actually fill a cup, if we fill a cup halfway, that's a classic question: is the cup half empty, or is the cup is the cup half full or half empty? Well, the realist says that the cup was never empty to begin with. The cup always had something in it. The cup was full of air. Even though it may not be as dense as water, the cup is full of air. But what Jesus is saying is, no, I will give you water that will overflow your cup. By believing in him and putting our faith in him, we get strength to keep on keeping on. If we look at Isaiah 40:31, yes, Isaiah 40:31. I'll pop in here. I know it, but I don't want to quote it wrong. Yes, Isaiah 41. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run, not grow weary, and they will not faint. In Philippians 4:11, 12, and 13, Paul says, no, I have learned to be content in all situations, whether need or abundance. I have learned to be content in every situation because I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Now that's one of the verses that a lot of people end up taking out of context. Is like, well, I can do anything I can do anything I set my mind to. No, that's not what Paul was saying in that verse. Paul was saying that I can get through any situation. I'm saying that I've learned to be content in my suffering. I've learned to be content in my need. I've learned to be content in my struggle because I know that God gives me power. I know that the Lord is my strength. That was one of the things that I've been wanting to, I want to empower. I want to empower men, young men that were like myself. I want to empower young men that are like myself, where they struggle and they doubt and they worry. Give them assurance in the faithfulness and mercy of God. John 3:16 says, for whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. We were looking in Revelation, we were talking about the white throne judgment of God. To anybody watching this on YouTube, anybody who's watching in chat and you do not know the Lord, you do not know the Lord as your personal Savior, then when we come to that white throne judgment, it's possible that the book of life may be opened up and your name is not going to be there. If your name is not in the book of life, then you run the risk of being thrown into the lake of the fire with the devil and the false prophet. We could go into a million different theological discussions, but the truth is, if you want assurance, we have another train. It's perfectly fitting for the conversation. Josh Turner said it very well when he says there's a long black train coming down the line. If you want to have that faith, if you want to have an assurance that your name will be in the book of life, the very first step is giving your life to Christ, and that is as easy as asking. I'm not going to lead you in prayer if you want to make that prayer, because some do, and I don't feel that's personal enough. You need to sit down in prayer and you need to ask him yourself. But I will pray. We're going to go ahead and end this episode, and we're going to end this portion of stream in a prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, and just pray. I pray that you continue to fill us up, O Lord. I pray that you continue to renew our strength, like it said in Isaiah. Father God, I am nothing. I am a nervous wreck. I have no confidence. It is hard for me to even try to come up with these words. I struggle and I question myself whether I'm giving sound theology and all this other stuff. But I know that you are the glory. And I pray that you use me. I pray that I be a tool. I pray that I be a tool that points others to you, because I can't point them to me. I am a miserable wretch of a man, but you are perfect, you are blameless, you are holy, you are righteous, you are just, you are loving, you are merciful. And you loved us so much that you stepped off of your throne, that you became flesh. You lived through the pain and the trials and the sufferings that we live through every day. And finally you finished that with a path to Golgotha, and you laid down your life on the cross, taking the full wrath that you had as against sin upon yourself, O Lord. So that we may be saved. So that by putting our faith in you, we can have assurance, we can have strength, we can keep on going, we can look to your word, and we can be filled over the brim. And we can, as Dodge says it, we can grab life by the horns. Father God, I thank you. I thank you for every single one of the blessings that you've given me. I thank you for every. I can't be grateful enough. You are mighty to save. And I pray that somehow, some way, you might be able to use this series, use the things that we're talking about, and use this as just something that will plant the seeds of righteousness in other people's hearts, to plant the seeds of salvation in other people's hearts. Thank you, Lord Jesus. In Jesus' holy name I pray. Amen. All right, guys. I don't have my, because I want to do, I think it'll actually work very, very well. So I'm going to take a quick break, and we will be back. There we go.